Hello, welcome to Hawke Media. My name's Tony Delmercado, come on in. I am the COO and co-founder of Hawke Media. It's a digital marketing agency in Los Angeles, California. We've got about 165 employees. We've worked with about 1,400 different brands, mostly in e-commerce, and we do literally everything you can think of to help brands grow online. So this is our entryway. This is a trophy case. There's some nice awards here. Best places to work, we like that one. Inc. 500, one of the fastest growing companies in America. That's pretty cool. We've got our sports trophies up here. Champions in beach soccer and volleyball. Our rule on rec league sports is if you don't win hardware, we're not playing anymore. So you gotta win, that's part of the deal. So this is pretty cool. We have an artist exchange program where we will do marketing services in exchange for up-and-coming artists to produce cool, like Hawke themed work. And this one's one of our favorites, that's why it's up front. Gibson Les Paul guitar with some Hawke stuff on it. Slash has one, Paul McCartney has one, we have one, so we feel pretty cool about that. This is our reception desk, the lovely and talented Lauren. All right, so over here, again, some waiting area, some reception, conference room. We have a lot of our sales and marketing team is over here. Hello. This is the phone booth. This is where you can go and scream and rage or take phone calls. It's very quiet, it's soundproof. Also made by Veridesk, who made all the stuff in the office, so it's co-branded. They helped us out in designing and laying out all the furniture in here, so we like that. So this chair, whoever is the #1 salesperson gets to rock this chair. I think I'm jinxing it by sitting in it actually, so we're gonna have to move on real quick. We also have lockers to store stuff, a giant Hawke head, because why wouldn't you? Makes sense. Ledoux actually ran down the promenade wearing a whole mascot outfit with that. That was Madison, just kidding. This is our stuffed bison. There's probably a story there. These are kind of neat. There are call rooms. So whenever somebody's got a client call or a sales call and they don't want to be kind of out with everybody, we've got all these little call rooms. Some can get 1 or 2 people, some can get 3 or 4. We've got a few of these dotted all over the office. This is my business partner, Eric, hopefully doing some work, making things happen. And this is my office. We actually sponsored the McKenna brothers, which are these up-and-coming boxers. And so they signed those gloves for me, which is pretty rad. Gotta have a Nerf gun in case people are mucking about. We have this big stage area that we built out in the middle of the office to have like company all hands meetings, lunch and learns, when we have parties, team meetings, all kinds of different stuff. Also Women's World Cup we watch up here. When there's football season, that's gonna be big. So that's just a nice space to get everybody together. I feel like the challenge of this place is so exciting, trying to grow a business and keep it on the rails without any funding, without any debt, and continue to like solve hard problems and figure out how to manage client demands with people and what they need from life and salaries and personal and professional growth. It's just really challenging, and I love the challenge. This idea of creating a world-class personal and professional development opportunity, which is what I'm all about now in my role here, trying to make the best possible place for people to learn and grow. We say it's the most comfortable place you're ever going to be uncomfortable. The lovely recruiting team, some HR. We've got little breakout spaces like this all over so people can collaborate without necessarily like chewing up a conference room, but get together a few people at a time, hang out. We have dogs. you got to get the dogs. And one of the greatest gifts as an entrepreneur is I get to pick who I work with. So I work with fucking rad people. I'm like building this crazy culture of people that are super smart and work really hard and know how to have a good time and get along with each other. This is something that is like sort of startup requirement that I fought tooth and nail against for 5 years, but then I finally lost, so now we have kombucha on tap. Working with so many goddamn people is awesome in a lot of ways because as a group we can snap our fingers and just all move in one direction and move mountains. It's awesome to be able to have just that force, right? The number of hours that we can throw at a problem is pretty amazing. Just like any other group of people, there's interpersonal dynamics, there's communication issues, there's, you know, just the fact that, you know, we go through tons of food and kombucha and cold brew and all these kinds of things. Just the logistics of having a big office. Our office is 26,000 square feet, and buying computers for 160 people, as you might imagine, is expensive. Something like, you know, pens becomes a line item on the P&L that's crazy to think about. I wouldn't have expected to be sitting in a chair where our monthly payroll is over $1 million. But it's really fun to be able to provide employment for all those people as well. So, got these cool water dispensers, which is nice because we get good fresh water and then it saves plastic bottles. We've saved like, I don't know, probably 200,000 water bottles or something like that, which is pretty nice. We've got coffee, fridge, more fridge, nice little break area for people to hang out and eat food. We've got some snacks, got to keep everybody fed. Ping pong. We've got a classic arcade game in the corner, which is nice. And then being in Southern California, we've got some outdoor space, which is nice. A couple couches, some chairs. Again, when we have events here at night, typically this is where people come in and then this is sort of hop in and then we move and clear things around as needed. Culture is not about ping pong tables and kombucha and shit. Like, that's nice to have, but really like being about something and having like a crew and a tribe, I think that means a lot. And create systems, do little things to trick yourself into like doing the right things, you know, leverage your willpower whenever possible because it's fallible. And be really diligent about how you schedule time and who you spend time with. But to me, time is like, that's the killer for everything. That's how you win in culture, it's how you win in business, it's how you win with all that stuff. I'll show you something up here, watch your step. So when we first moved into this space, one of the things that Lee, who's one of our designers, saw is he said, you know, I used to curate art for a gallery. Can I set this up as like a gallery space? And we said, well, sure, that sounds cool. So now we have people from Hawke that are doing art on the side. They put their art up here when we have events and things like that. Sometimes people buy it, or we rotate this out, I think every 3-4 weeks, something like that. So there's always cool new art up here that's produced either by people that work at Hawke or by friends of Hawke, and it's just a nice way to, you know, kind of keep the office lively. Very exciting print center. And then our kind of big conference room, main conference room right there beyond the desk. And we're back in the reception area. So this is Hawke Media. Thanks for coming by. I think I'm supposed to say, now you gotta get the fuck out of here or something like that.